All right, welcome back to Soul Spark Tarot. I'm your host, Mr. Renew, and today we got a little daily message for you. Sorry, I gotta get the camera back into action and shape. All right, we're gonna use the regular. Okay, gotta lean back. How y'all doing? My bad. All these behind the scenes sounds. All of these behind the scene things. Hey, what's going on? Hopefully I can hear that in the back. But if not, I can hear it. So, what's going on though? How y'all doing? Um, I hope y'all been feeling pretty good today. I've been feeling a little bit very gray. Um, Season 2 Soul Swag Radio has, a song called Gray. And then it's paired with Five of Pentacles. And that's kind of how I feel like. I feel like I get some money and then it goes and you're getting money, you paying for things that you need to, but then it just goes. Then certain things are ending. That means other things are beginning, and it's just like, how do I balance everything? So what do I do? So I've been doing nothing. And I don't know if your day has been like that too. Even when I've been doing something, I've been doing nothing. I've just been so disengaged from everything. So I even wanted to do the reading. But I decided, as you see, it's not super bright and sunny. So I decided to do this a little bit later. Um, yeah, outside of that, I don't have anything else, outside of it's okay to be in that feeling called gray. I got the music playing in the background, so just in case the ads show up, it's just us chilling together. That's just the vibe I like to bring. Um, Outside of that, let's get started. See what we got for our overall energy. I think I said this on the other video, but a tale of self-help, journey within. Get that book, tale of self-help. Get your mind prepared for your changes. Already start practicing some of the changes you want to see next year. Give yourself a plan. Like I was telling this lady today, a good plan to have is, the plan of 52. So no matter what you do, just think of doing it 52 times next year and just plan for that. And you can just start with that. That's once a week. So start with that. Start looking at what you want to change. Schedule yourself once a week. Once a week, 52 times. All right. What's the overall energy for this reading? Victory. Knight of Wands at the bottom. So, with the Knight of Wands at the bottom, you're already taking action. So you're in the flow of doing something, and I think what you're doing is, it feels like a timeout. So it's like, boom, timeout or halftime or something like that. And there's a pause, passing period, summer vacation, Thanksgiving break, whatever. There's a pause, but this pause is allowing for some victory to come in through collaboration. So maybe you've been preoccupying yourself with different things, and like you have desires again, and now maybe these desires are starting to show because you've taken the time to, pause. So they're catching up. You've been walking too fast, and yup. Now you gotta like let everybody catch up to you, and you're still the sun, even though it's coming out this way. Whenever it comes out this way, that means these are cards that can go both ways. They can go reversal or they can go upright. And for me, the masculine energy is the upright, the feminine energy is just the reversal. That's it. And so normally with the reversal side, it's dealing with things on the inside or receiving something. And then normally cards in the upright are cards where you're doing something, taking action, being something outside of the action cards, which are the knights. But with it being the sun, it's like you're realizing no matter which way you look, like victory is coming in from like every direction. And whether it seems like it's something that like you don't really want to do or don't like, I don't know, it's like you being optimistic and seeing the light, the positivity within every step that you take. It's like you're finding victory in new things, nuances. These cards are going crazy right now. So yeah, you've been stuck in your head thinking. So I think you've been releasing certain things that are kind of deeply attached. Yeah, deeply attached to your family, but these things are traumas, and it's been slow. Even with this eight here, this eight here is self-inflicting, just like when you put yourself on hold. So it's like you're choosing to allow yourself to hibernate or go within just like a little bit more and see what you have around you. And what you have around you are all the kings and queens. That's what these swords are. That's what I'm getting. These swords are these kings and queens, but what it really is it's the eight different thoughts of how you could be. The eight different thoughts of how you could be. That is the masculine. Sorry. These eight swords represent the different modalities the earth, air, fire, and water, and each one of those pairs has a king or masculine and then a queen or feminine, a youthful age or older. Like it has this dynamic of a dichotomy. So take all eight of these swords divided by four, you get two, and each two you can enact at one time. You can always put one out of these two with another. In other words, you can always take this eight down to just a simple decision, and that's your two of swords. And I think you slowed down to see all of the mature aspects of the decisions that were made as these different energies, and you're trying to see how they coalesce together as the sun. And I think the issue that you're having is you don't know how to see yourself, which is why I think you're blindfolded. But I think that's why you're doing it though. You want to feel a certain way. And I think that you're trying to learn how to feel instead of learn how to detail or something. I don't know about the other part. But you're trying not to entertain yourself with the swords anymore. But if you take a look at the feet, I always like to bring attention to the feet on this card. Take a look at the feet. Same feet like as the temperance. So this is that hang or hermit position that I was referring to, that is allowing your blessings to catch up to you. So it's like you gotta you gotta stop and do a pit stop. Excuse me. It's like you gotta do a pit stop, and then it's like it sucks because maybe you want to get somewhere or something. I don't know, but it's like you want to go somewhere and then you gotta stop and get ready to go somewhere, and then you don't go nowhere because you're waiting to go somewhere. I don't know. Kind of impatient, but not really because you're busy. Oh, you don't know which way to go. So you're busy deciding on if I should go or not, stay or not, do something about it or not. Yeah, you're looking at all the plants and the seeds that you've cultivated and been cultivating, and you're trying to decide which ones are the best for you so you can hang them on your wall. So you don't know which direction to go or really how to approach. So one thing I feel like you know is you can always rest, and yeah, and so you can get a little bit of a small message. So yeah, as you're resting on certain things, not knowing how to move, meaning you're deciding to stay still, deciding to stay in this eight, that allows you to receive more insights from the world. So what do you need to do with this information? You need to hold your ground upon the things that you're doing. I don't know if that means work harder or less, but I think you kind of know what you need to be doing, and you need to start to see the things that you can do. Yeah, you already see them coming in, but it's like there's a part of you that's coming in, and it's, I think, a mindset about like what you need to get to where you want to be, and you getting there through temperance. So I think the pause is trying to show you that if you don't stop, the things won't catch up to you. But if you're only running or moving because you're running away from things, then it won't be comfortable when you're, in a stagnant or paused position. It's like the people who just want to be moving around. Nah, you gotta sit the fuck down. And the people who are always sitting down, you gotta get the fuck up. So you got that seven of pentacles again, and I think that's really what it's coming down to. There is a change that happened in a material world. You're tempering yourself. So, like for me, I just did nothing today after, I decided to quit my job. And now I'm tempering like the emotions, the grief, all the things that come up with it, the energies I need to cultivate to do stuff, enjoying the times, enjoying paying for shit, enjoying, preparing to give more effort. But look, as you prepare and as you be in this neutral zone, analyzing, the things that you've been growing, you're gonna, there's something that's gonna click to make you see that you're in this King of Pentacles energy. And it's like something from the past is gonna come up. Or maybe it's you doing something and someone from the past, and it looks like someone or something has been like waiting on you, and it seems like they've been waiting on you and they got a couple of gifts for you too. So hold your ground, especially to immature emotions. That's what I'm getting from this. And the immature emotions come from the old ways that you choose to respond to old shit. But it's new life, it's newness, it's new things. You're not a knight anymore. You know how to stand in your own truth as a king. And it's the king of self. That's that passion. And now the queen wants to come out who can enact anybody's passion. So you're realizing that the things that you've been in your head about, you can do those things happily and gracefully for all beings around you in a beneficial scene mutually. But you've been worried. What will people think? How could I do this? How could this work? What would this happen? What would this happen? What would this happen as? Why would this happen like? It's alright. Don't trip, just do it. Alright, what's our final message? Change is coming anyway. So take your wisdom and the things that you know and turn them into a place where you can allow things to grow. Levels to this. That's what depth is. Depth is layers. Depth to things happens in time. Things don't just go poof. And even if they did, it didn't just all poof away at the exact same time. It just is perceived that way or measured that way. And that is limited to our way. But if we understand how things are consistent, we can understand that things can move on quickly, things can move slowly, but there's always levels to this shit. And that's where you're at. Our final card is to help us understand that we have the wisdom to transform anything that we can. And it doesn't matter if they're at the low level, doesn't matter if they're at the level conveying messages, doesn't even matter if they're in command. The presence of all of these things together shows difference. You can show yourself that same thing. And as you pause and allow for the differences to reconcile, you can change your rate. You can change your slope. And that is going to allow you to benefit from being in this position. And in this position, we're getting the details so we can be in this position. So it's all about using your wisdom, and your wisdom is to come through and make the changes that you need to do. So I'll see you on the next one. Make that change. Peace.